Hello, fuckos, and welcome to this episode 26 of the Chris Hunter Comedy Podcast with me, Chris Hunter. Hello, how are you doing? How in the devil are you lovely people this week? I'm okay. I'm not too bad. I am, however, so fecking hot right now. Because, folks, if you're in England, you'll be realising we're kind of in the middle of, I don't know if it's a heat wave or just a really hot summer, but today, driving home, it was 32 degrees in the car, and I felt like I was going to melt. I feel like I'm going to melt right now. In fact, I just got home after an IKEA tea and flopped on the chair and slept for an hour, and my body is still half asleep, and I feel weird as fuck. But I thought, you know what, I need to get this podcast done. I'm going to do it now. So, if things are a bit off, if things are a bit strange, I apologise, but I can barely feel my body right now because I feel like, you know, like when you've been in a really deep sleep and somebody wakes you up. Like, your body's still kind of in that deep sleep. Well, I think I'm going through that right now. Because the alarm, we set like a little snooze alarm just in case. And I'm glad we did because, yeah, I'd conked out completely. And now my body's like, dude, we were asleep like 2 minutes ago. Could you not go do a podcast right now? And I'm saying, hey, buddy, screw you. I own you. Do as I say. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So, yeah, it's too warm. I'm currently sweating my ass off. What can you do? The cat's happy he's lying next to me, though. He seems quite cool. So whatever. Maybe I'm just bitching about nothing. Those humans are weak. That's what I've just decided. Anyway, yes, it's been a busy week. I did the big PUBG tournament I was talking about last week. The big charity one. It was fantastic. Such a good time doing it. I streamed the whole event. I streamed a couple of hours before as well. And it ended up being the longest stream I've ever done. I think it was about 7.5 hours. I was sat at this very chair doing a stream, trying to keep people entertained, trying to play video games and win for charity, and it went well. We came in 9th place out of 25, which wasn't bad, top 10 standings, you know, but we should have been 4th, but unfortunately we got kind of screwed over in the last round, because the game that we were playing, a lot of it is based on luck, sadly, so you have to pick up loot and stuff, and you gotta go to within like a circle on the map and all this jazz, and sometimes the loot's bad, sometimes the circle placement's bad. For that game, both were bad for us, and there wasn't much we can do about it. But I think we did really well. We did pretty well as a team together. I was definitely not the strongest member, but I don't think I was the weakest either. So yeah, we did well. We did a lot better than the other team from my company. They didn't do so great. In one of the maps, the Mike, who was driving the car with the other 3 members in it, rather than driving along the road, which he was next to, he decided to drive on the sort of the rocky, bumpy, sandy stuff next to the road. And in the process, managed to flip the car, rolled it, like, I think it was 5 times, and then it blew up. So it killed all the members. So they lost an entire team. An entire team was wiped out. 0 points were gained, because they came in dead last on that map. And basically, it didn't go well for them. So, yeah, that was a bad time. But the good news is that Shu's team didn't win. Ha! Shu, who was shit-token last week, which, to be fair, right, he's a damn good player. I'm not going to lie. The Splash Damage team were one to watch. They were the favourites to win. And they were close, I think. But eventually it was Steel Media who won. Kind of a surprise underdog win, I think. And they did really well. So really well done to those guys. It was such a good time. We for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I did a gaming competition on Friday, which is between 25 teams of video game developers. So that's what I do as my day job. And we had a team. We had 2 teams our company had 2 teams in the competition. And the idea was that this competition would be 4 rounds of Battle Royale. So it's 100 people versus 100 people, 25 teams of 4. And the idea was that we were raising money for a charity called Special Effect. And what they do is they help disabled people who, like, sort of quite physically disabled people, play video games and get some escapism, help them out with life, just doing stuff, because some people in situations where they can't do anything at all, like they can't move their bodies, so they develop things like, you know, controllers, which means that you just have to use your eye position and look at a screen in a certain way, and it does stuff. And there was a little girl who she had no arms, she just had like the stump, so they had like a sort of an infrared tracker thing, which was connected to like a dot on the end of what would be her arm, and she was playing games with that, and it's so cool to see. And yeah, it's such an amazing charity. So it was awesome to be a part of it. And the good news is, during the day, the competition had, I think it peaked at about 8,000 viewers. It made front page of Twitch, and most importantly, we raised all 25 teams together raised over £10,000, which is fantastic news because they wanted five. They wanted us to try and hit £5,000, but they didn't think it would happen, and it did. We reached £6,000 before the stream. So yeah, I mean, our team raised, I think it was 450-ish. So yeah, we did pretty well. We could have done better, but you know, you can only try so much when it comes to charity. You know what I mean? You can't just badger people all the time to give you money and give you stuff. It's not very cool. So yeah, that's you know, that's what I did, and it was so good to see it all come together. But what was really cool was seeing, like, I did the tournament, and then afterwards I watched it with Charlie. She was at work whilst I was doing the tournament, so she couldn't watch it live. But yeah, we watched it afterwards, and it was so cool watching me on a screen with everybody else being sort of commentated on, you know, and seeing a new map angle and stuff, and seeing how we were by other teams at different points and stuff. And it was really, really cool. But yeah, if you guys want to watch that, it's on YouTube and stuff. It was called Chicken for Charity. So if you search for LPG Tube, you'll find it on there somewhere. But yeah, it was a great time. I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing, like, it got me really in the mood to do some more tournament type stuff, like video game tournament type stuff, because I really had such a good time. And I think, you know, with a bit of practice I could get good. Like in the build up to the stream, in the build up to the competition, I was streaming nearly every night, doing some practice, and you know what, it's really good because I'll still have the set streams that we do, the gaming stuff, on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But it's nice to just jump on every now and again in between them, you know, get some action going, get some interaction with our lovely little community that we've got going on, which has grown, by the way. We're on 92 followers now, which is awesome news. But yeah, anyway, you're not all here for me to talk about games, but you know what? I like games. It's what I talk about, so deal with it or fuck off. So yeah, that was great fun. I want to do it again, like right now if possible. That'd be awesome. Anyway, for now, let's just jump over to a word from our sponsors. Are you old? Do people seem surprised to see that you are still alive after all these years? Are you feeling that life is just too much for your aged body to support anymore? Well, it looks like it's time to send help. The holistically engineered life preserver, containing nothing but natural ingredients from plants, soil and pond water. Help is designed to help you live for as long as possible and enjoy the glorious place this world has become in recent years. Available at some garden centres and the occasional village fete. Alright, now onto the real advert. So, do you guys like video games, board games or card games? Do you like geek culture and you want to hang out with people who share the same passions as you? Well, if you live near St Helens or the surrounding areas, then you're in luck, because Bar Zookoid is a brand new geek and gaming lounge located in St Helens Town Centre on Clawton Street. They've got everything that your geeky little heart could ever desire. Games, food, drinks, events, you name it, they've probably got it. So, head on down to Bar Zookoid and have yourself some fun out of the sun. I forgot to tell you guys, I also went to a secret Cineworld Unlimited screening. So for those of you who don't know what that is, Cineworld do like a membership card and called the Unlimited card, and you pay every month and you get like it's like it lets you into every film for, not for free, but you know, for whatever you paid every month. And as long as you go see one film a month or two films a month, it works out, you know, worth it or whatever. But they have perks every now and again, like this one, where you get to go and watch a film. They don't tell you what it is. They just, what you know is that it's not out for at least another 2 weeks. So it's pretty cool. You know, you get, and they give you something free usually. So we got a bottle of Pepsi Max. That was very tasty. But the film itself, we didn't know what it would be. We thought maybe it was going to be Tag or something like that, because it's normally the kind of film that it'd be. You know, not one that's massive, but not one that's rubbish. Just a nice in-between film. And we got there, and it came on, and it turned out it was Incredibles 2, which was awesome to see, because I didn't expect that remotely. That wasn't due out for at least another 3 weeks at the time, so I think it's because it was already out in America, so, you know, they were a bit more lenient with it maybe. But, yeah, it was a great film. I really enjoyed it. It was better than I was expecting it to be. Now, I don't really remember much about the first one, but I know I liked it. And yeah, so I think I'm going to go back and watch the first one again soon because it's quite cool. But yeah, so if you get a chance, when it's out, go and watch Incredibles 2. Let me know what you think. See if you agree that Jack Jack is my favourite character. And you'll know when you're watching it why, because it's so cool. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, I don't know why I started talking about Incredibles. But yeah, I'll probably leave it there for this week, I think, because it's bloody warm and I want to go to... not bed. I want to go to the kitchen, get some water. But for now, the Japanese word of the week for this week, it's Nante Atsui. Nante Atsui, which means too hot, which is definitely what I am right now. And this week's recommendation, one of our friends has started streaming. She's the partner of one of our other stream friends, Night Owl. I've mentioned in the past. I've recommended in the past. He's a good guy. He's got a cracking beard. But it's his other half. It probably is better half. She's known as Pixie Pie online. And she has started streaming on her own. She's gone solo, which is nice. Because, sometimes when a band are together and then one of them releases a solo album, sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes it's a flop. This one is awesome, so enjoy. She does what does she do? Art and just stuff of that sort. So if you want to watch her, you head to twitch.tv/x PixiePieX and enjoy, because she seems like a nice person. I've not met her in person yet, but she seems nice enough. So remember, guys, if you've got any questions to ask me or you want to just heckle me online, feel free. My social media is facebook.com/ChrisHunterComedy, or I'm on Twitter @ChrisHunterCom. I'm also on Instagram and YouTube, both under Chris Hunter Comedy. So thanks a lot for listening, folks. And if you enjoyed what you listened to, do me a favour, just give me a quick subscribe and a rate on iTunes. If you like it, cool. Give me a 5-star. If you don't like it, give me a 1. I don't mind. Be honest. At least I know you're listening. So thanks a lot for listening, folks. I'll see you all next week. Have a nice week now. Bye-bye.